Hello and welcome to day 116 in this quest for a 2000 rapid chess rating on chess.com. Alright, we have the white pieces. We'll try and set up this Jabava London system if we can. So let's see how they respond to that. Alright, so there we have it, the Jabava London. Okay, so now they are thinking. All right, so they play c6, we'll play e3, and they trap their bishop in. We probably want to develop our bishop, develop our knight up to f3. Do we really want to worry about this attack here on this knight? All right, so if we ignore that, they could bring a queen down. All right, well, let's see. Do we want to go here, knight? I played another game like this, I think, where I went here, and it wasn't the greatest spot for that knight. We could just go there. All right, well, we'll just develop. We'll ignore that. Just develop. And see how they continue. Now, we're ready to castle. We could castle kingside. And now at least they're thinking a little bit, so maybe they're trying to decide whether or not to whether or not to bring their queen down here and just pile up. And then what do? I mean, I guess we might have to bring our queen up here. Then, if they capture, we capture. All right, so at least they're thinking about this for a while. And okay, so now should we just go ahead here? We'll just put the question to the bishop, see what they decide to do there. So now if they capture, we just capture, and it pulls our b pawn in towards the center. So I don't know, that wouldn't be too terrible for us. Okay, so they retreat back. Now, this knight went here, so what is the downside to that? All right, well, maybe we'll castle kingside here. Just go ahead and do that. So there they go, attacking our bishop. We could just let them take that. And then maybe we develop. Now we can move and attack their knight, but then they'll just take us. So we could just drop our knight back. So maybe we just do that. Now I have to watch out. That way I don't run out of time here. So that move at least helps us. Now we can move our pawn up here to c3 to help fortify. We could even go up here to c4. But I think maybe I'll play c3. Then and if he captures, we could even go after the knight here. All right, now the question is, do I capture with the pawn or the knight? I'm thinking maybe the pawn, because if I capture with the knight, I don't know, he could just attack me. So I'll go ahead and do that. And then, let's see. Put our rook on the half open file. Okay. And then so if he wants to jump forward there, maybe we go here like that. Now both of our pieces are covering that to keep that knight out of the position. All right, so in the Jabava London, it's usually a good idea to keep control of the dark squares in the center here, E5 and C5. So I need to, I don't know, work on that, I guess. Work on trying to really get some control on that, on those squares. And maybe I want to keep my light squared bishop, because if I have to move this up, this pawn to g3, I might have to drop this bishop back here and help cover these light squares around my king. So, maybe I got to move this knight somewhere. But where? But where? And I don't know, at least at this point, the knight is kind of guarding these central pawns, but it's more defensive instead of offensive. All right, so they're putting pressure on. So adding the pressure to that. So we'll just go there, see what they decide to do next. He could pile the queen up and start adding all kinds of pressure there. I guess we could jump this G pawn up here to help back this up. If it comes to that. Okay, so now he's thinking about maybe putting pressure on over there. All right, well, he might want to be trying to develop his bishop over this way and line it up on my king side. All right, might be good to jump this knight up here. Do I want to jump that knight up there? But then I got to do something about... All right, we're just wasting time. So we'll go there, kind of lock things down. You know, and then maybe we should put this pawn here, bring our king up this way. But then if we put the pawn there, I don't know, we might want to bring this knight up here. Do we want to bring that knight up? All right. It's getting a little tricky now. This knight is kind of in the way. All right, develop our queen, connect our rook. Oh gosh, did I just blunder again? I just blundered again, maybe? Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you move too fast. Man. Yeah, so now all they have to do is just push that pawn forward to c4, trap my bishop. All right, well, at least let's take 2 pawns with us. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right. Well, we should go there. Kind of stop. Well, we line up on the king side there, but we've got to do something. Man, problem is he could drop his queen in here and threaten a mate down through the center. So how do we stop that? If he brings this queen over here and here, you know, threatening a mate, how can we prevent that? And do we go here and attack to get our knight out? But then if, you know, that knight will just end up here and the bishop could capture, which isn't so great for us. Man, I don't know. It is not looking too good now. Now we're behind by a pawn's worth of material. I mean, I guess I could try and hang in there, but the threat is going to be when they move here, bring their queen here, and try and, you know, jump their queen here for a mate on g2 or h1. So if this queen moves here, you know, and then here, so 1, 2, 3 moves, there could be a possible checkmate. So I could go 1, 2, and then block with the pawn, I guess. So if they go if they go queen to c7 and I go here, then bring my knight down to here. Okay, yep, so here they go. So 1, 2, so now if I go here and they threaten a mate, I'm not going to be able to stop it in time. All right, so maybe if I go here, then they go there. I can't. All right, I think I have to go here. Try and block him. Man. So then I think I have to bring this pawn up here. And then I don't know if I like my queen here on this open, half open file. They can put a rook here. And then I'm going to have to do something about my queen. Probably should bring this rook out towards the center. And my knight is just really hemmed in here, which is not so good. Oh, man. And then he could try and jump his knight. You know, if I go here, he could threaten to jump his knight in here. Go after my, try and fork my rook and my queen. So I'd have to move my queen over to d2, I guess, to cover that. All right. Okay. Well. Now what? All right. Now he's going to threaten to go here. This is just looking very bad. Okay, well, what can we do? What can we do? We just got ourselves in a predicament, in trouble. If he pushes this forward, he's just going to threaten to jump in here with this queen and then try and go for a mate right there. All right. Well, man. I just haven't, I don't know, I've been in a kind of a slump lately. I'm playing, I play okay and then I make a little blunder move. All right. Well, let's go there, see what they decide to do. They could just go ahead and knock my knight out, but they'd probably be wiser to keep the bishop pair. I would think they would want to just push this pawn forward. So then once they do that, they're going to be targeting this. Man. All right, so I have to pretty much jump here. This is a rough one. I kind of just let myself get in trouble. But I don't know. I don't have these openings down yet, so I'm still trying to learn. Okay, let's do that. Then now we can maybe threaten to jump our knight up here or back here and chase his bishop, but he'd probably just take me. Just capture, then what? Do I capture with a bishop? If he gets rid of his bishop pair, I guess that helps me out a little bit because I already lost my bishop pair. But it'll be trading more material down. Okay. Well, now we can... Let's see. All right, we'll just go there. Target that. All right. Well, did that help us? Maybe. We'll go there. And then go here. Threaten to attack their queen. Maybe drive that queen back. All right, so now, I guess we can try and hang in there and hope they get in time trouble since we have 9 minutes and they have a little over 5, but I don't know. They still have, that extra piece for our 2 pawns. So they're ahead the equivalent of 1 pawn. So, and what should they try and do now? We're getting ready to possibly attack their queen, drive it out of there. Let's see. So, all right. Now, now we probably should just attack with our bishop, and then what can they do? They do have this unprotected bishop and knight. Is there any way we can take advantage of that? Let's see. If we go after their queen, then what? Where can they move? They could go here and just attack us. Attack our queen. And then, I guess we could just go back here. We can't attack their queen with our pawn. That would open the bishop up. They could just capture the pawn because this pawn's pinned by the queen. So we'll just go there and attack. Now they could just... All right, so they decide to go there. What now? Do I just push this pawn forward? Keeping his knight out of the position. Maybe I just do that. But then my bishop will be kind of blocked in. All right, well, all right, what now? Need to watch out though, because if I push this pawn, and then at some point this moves, and I have to capture, then this pawn will be weak. The bishop could pile up on that. So maybe we go here and just get ready to attack. We could, if the knight tries to jump forward, we could go here and attack. And now we're threatening to pin this queen to the rook. So, if they jump the knight down, we could pin the knight to the queen. All right, well, now we can go there and attack the queen and pick off this rook over here. All right, I think that works. Okay, well, might as well go there. And then we could go and attack that again. With something like that. So we attack the rook, and then we can get ready to bring our other rook up here. Bring our other rook to e2 to guard this. Get it off the dark square in case this bishop tries to attack anything in the future. All right, now we have an option. Do we go here, attacking the pawn and the rook at the same time? All right, so if we do that, if we go up here they could go there and block all that. And then what do? We check. Then we're kind of trapped, so I don't know, we'll just try that. And I don't know, maybe I should have just put my queen in there. And attacked his queen. But now I'm ahead by the equivalent of 1 pawn. And I don't know, I think I'm in an okay position. All right. Well, now do we go after this? Huh. If we go there, he can't take this. Because then we'll pick off his bishop. Okay. All right, well, I got to take a look at this now. Do I go after this pawn? Let him take this pawn. Then he'll get this one. All right, well, I might as well just... Okay, that's the decision. If I take that and he takes this, then I can pick this off. He could attack me with his... All right, we'll just go there. Go after his bishop. Problem is, I have to watch out. Can he trap my rook here? All right, well, okay. We're attacking his bishop, so he probably should move this bishop back somewhere. And then that can give me time, I don't know, I guess to just retreat my rook back to here. Or do I bring my queen here, threaten to run my rook up here, and go after him like that? But I don't know if there's much of a follow-up. So, what should he do here? And now my opponent's really running low on time, so maybe that'll help me out a little bit here. Let's see. Well, I guess this is another good example of not giving up, because sometimes when your opponent gets ahead and they're winning, they get a little bit complacent. That's happened to me before, where I was winning a game and then oh, well, that's not good, I guess. I guess I got complacent right there. right, well, at least now we have a threat of a check here on his king. So, what can we do with that? What can we do with that? Great. Am I losing now, or is it now it's about even? Man, I can't believe I made that mistake of just giving up that rook like that. All right, I do have a check here. So check. But then he could go here. All right, so if we check, he'll probably move up. Then we can go here and check him. All right, well, we're doing that. We're going with the check. All right, now we can check him again. All right. Well, what is best here? Just check him again. So we'll go there, check him. And then we can drop back and cover here. All right. We'll go there, cover. His knight is kind of hemmed in. All right, man, yeah, I can't believe I just gave up that rook like that. So definitely need to take a look at that in the analysis and everything and the game review, man. All right, so what now? What now? At least they're running their time way down. Their knight is kind of blocked in. Okay, well, what now? Let's see. Problem is we don't want our rook to be trapped. We don't want our rook to be trapped. All right. Oh, I can't go there, can I? I can't go there. I cannot do that. All right, well, man, my rook is in a little bit of trouble there. Oh man. Okay. Well, what do we got to do here? If we go there, all right, I think we have to go here. His rook is going to take control. Man, this is crazy. All right, we're doing that. Okay, why did he just give me that? Oh, I just gave up my queen. Oh my gosh, come on. Here we go, another time disaster. What an awful time disaster. Really? All right, I'm just resigning. That was just awful. That's what happens when you're rushing in the time control at the end. Okay, no more whining. Let's see what we can do better. Man, that was just... I don't know. I'm just not playing so good lately. All right. Do a game review. Looks like I played at 81.5 versus their 86.2. We both had a great move. I had a blunder, which was probably that move at the end, just giving up my queen like that. Oh my gosh. Inaccuracies. They had 2, I had 1. We both had 2 mistakes. I had a miss. So 92.4 in the opening for me, 90.4 for them, 81.5 versus their 84.4 in the middle game. Oh man, I got to do something. I don't know what. I'm just not playing as good lately. It's like I'm just in a downward slump. Okay, do the quick review here. All right. Man, it's just blasting through these moves. So that was a blunder right there. Huh. Okay. Yeah, oh, it was the blunder because it trapped my bishop. Okay. So that's where my bishop got trapped. And it looks like I was able to bring the game back up to even again and then let it fizzle away. All right. So that was a mistake by them. Oh yeah, it allowed me to attack their queen. Man, and then they had another mistake here. Man, I probably should have just doubled my rooks up. Oh, maybe. Well, we'll have to look at that. Maybe was that the best move back there? No, the best move would have been, like I said, to double the rooks. All right, so they're under check. The king moves there. So that was a miss. I should have just went back. It looks like I should have just went back and forth and got a draw out of it. All right, and now they want me to just go here instead. Just to go there. All right. Well, we have stuff to look at. Yeah, and then that horrible move. A mistake. Okay. Well, let's look at the game review here, or the analysis, I mean, from the beginning. Okay, what do we have? D4, D5, knight to C3, knight to F6, bishop to F4. So the Jabava London, and they play C6. So the best move, it looks like, is to play E3. And then it liked the bishop to F5 move. But if they played that, we could play F3 and get an attack going. So they play kind of safe here, but block their bishop in. And now, looks like A3 is what the computer likes. So because we didn't play that, now they're able to pin our knight. Now it wants A3 again, or this queen move. So they retreat back. It looks like they should have captured and kind of wrecked our pawns on the queen side, but it would have pulled our B pawn into the center to help attack there. All right. What did we do wrong? It didn't want us to castle. It wanted us to immediately push forward in the center. All right. Well, if that happened, we could trade off some material, I guess. So they attack. We protect. Capturing with the pawn was best. All right, it keeps wanting us to push that pawn up to c3. We finally did it, but now it wants us to to move this pawn. So we go there. Now, looks like knight to f3 is best. But we play this blunder move. Oh my gosh. All right, so instead we should have just gone here. And we could have just let his knight jump forward there. Because, well, it doesn't even recommend that move. I mean, because then I guess we would capture. Capture with our bishop. And he'd have doubled pawns. All right, so c4 is recommended here. For black at this point. Then we just have to retreat our bishop. All right, we made the blunder. They trap our bishop. Oh man, it actually recommends capturing over there. That's interesting. Giving up this bishop. Well, that's interesting. Why would you give that up? Yeah, here it says just capturing with our bishop would have been better. But, no matter what, we're just behind here. So it looks like, yeah, we're pretty much having a losing position at this point. So, man, I was just lucky I was able to come back. Yeah, here, and then now, what did it say was best there? Queen to b5. So then you attack this pawn, which is kind of how it played out. And it says that black still has an advantage after that. So, I mean, what should they have done earlier? Instead of that knight move up here, which was a mistake, rook at a to b8 would have been better. Yeah, to just get that knight off of the that diagonal with the queen. And then we really would have been in trouble. So, yeah, that would have been a 3-point advantage for them. All right, moving on. Let's see. They played that. We attacked the queen, capture, and then queen to e2 is best. But instead, we go after the other rook. We probably should have just left that rook in there in the corner, because now we kind of just helped that rook develop, I guess. Queen to e2 would have been better, apparently. So now we just help the rook to develop to a half-open file. We move here and protect, but it actually wanted us to trade queens off there. Man. So the game is a draw here at this point. Okay, it didn't like that move. It said that I should have just kept checking. So, if we checked, if they go to g7, like that. Oh, and then we have this move. But once we take, they can just start checking us here. Going back and forth. And oh, no, actually. Does that work? Oh yeah, because we won't be on that diagonal anymore after we check and then take this rook. All right. Well, so we played that. They make a mistake here. It looks like they should have gone to c4. Then we push forward, an attack. And then, I don't know, what was I thinking here? Man. What is best? Queen to f3 is best here. But I make that mistake. So queen to f3. Now queen to f1. Yeah, this is not looking too good. Because now they can get ready to come down here. So how do you even stop that? It looks like you got to go here with g4. If you have a rook to king to h8 is recommended, or g7. But if they go here, well, now my king can go up to g3. g3, but then their king can start working its way in. Oh, man. All right, anyway, I mean, that's, I guess, how I should have played it, but then we had this blunder. All right, well, if you stuck around for the entire thing, thank you. I mean, hopefully I'll play better in the next game. I'm just in a slump, I guess. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave any comments. And thank you. Have a super chess day.